Hello, my name is Nicholas.stjon. I live in Reno, Nevada. Been here about a year. I wanted to talk to you briefly about the coronavirus. The church has been cowering in fear from this thing, and if Paul was writing to the church today, he would say that this ought not be, or may it never be, something like that. And so anyway, I want to introduce myself. In 2008, the Lord commissioned me to be what's called a citizen scientist. And so I embarked on a journey to learn all I could about H1N1 swine flu and literally viral infections in general. If you get a viral infection, whether it's a common cold or the flu, you go to the doctor, they send you home, tell you to drink plenty of water and get plenty of rest. Getting plenty of rest and drinking plenty of water is not a treatment for a viral infection. God has provided all the information that we need to keep our bodies strong. Since being commissioned as a citizen scientist, I have read literally hundreds of medical abstracts and papers and documents and watched hundreds of hours of videos and really standing on the shoulders of giants who have gone before me some 50, 60, and 70 years. One of those is a guy by the name of Dr. Linus Pauling. Is probably the most underrated genius of the 20th century. The guy holds 2 Nobel Prizes as an individual. If you took chemistry, it's based on his figuring out how covalent bonds make atoms hold together. So the guy is no slouch. Another one is Dr. Frederick Klenner, who pioneered treatments for viral infections and toxins and being poisoned and all kinds of things. But he pioneered the treatments. He was so successful that 60 out of 60 patients were cured. That's a 100% cure rate. 60 out of 60 of what is still called today an incurable disease. What disease is that? Polio. It's not a fluke. There was a doctor in Germany who picked up his protocols and treatments and treated everyone that he came in contact with there in Germany, and he too had a 100% success rate for treating polio. Now those treatments are available today. What I would like to do is come and speak to your congregation. I have an extensive background. I've spoken at venues all across the country. I've published 4 books. I've done 150 TV shows, hosted my own radio show, and even guest lectured at a university. So I have some pretty extensive credentials. God has given me the ability to see things that not many other people see. And so as my duty, what I believe the Lord has called me to is to get this information out so we can move from fear to faith and confidence. God said, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. And what we do not know about our health, about how to be strong, how to be able to ward off things like the coronavirus, even simple things as the common cold and the flu. I've had 12 years of accumulating this knowledge and putting it to firsthand use. Where others have been sick with the flu for a couple of weeks, I had it for less than really 4 or 5 hours. The California flu, people were sick for 8 to 10 weeks. I was sick for 7 days. So the knowledge that the Lord has seen fit to give me is extensive. And like I said, I've written books on it. I would like to have the opportunity to come and speak to your congregation and teach them really the foundational building blocks of our body so that we do not get sick again. The lectures that I gave were entitled Never Get Sick Again. And I mean that. I believe that we get sick, and I will explain the one thing that happens that when we do get sick and how to avoid that. So I appeal to you to reach out to me, start a dialogue, and I want you to be comfortable with me that I'm not some loony bin, but I do have solid evidence-based. Now they're not going to be double-blind studies like what's required because that part of medicine has been corrupted to keep things like the treatments that Dr. Frederick Klenner did out of the mainstream. But as my duty, I want to bring that information to your congregation. So please reach out to me. My number is 316-461-4298. You'll see that on the screen. You can also email me at nicholas.stjon@gmail.com. And I recommend that you go out and look at some of my accomplishments. It's called the Nicholas Factor on my website, nicholas.stjon.com. I look forward to hearing from you, and let's get this information out so we can move from fear to faith and confidence. God bless you.